America, Ouija from Alaska, our biggest state. I believe it is our biggest state, isn't it? I think it is. You don't have to get back to me. Don, howdy do. Carol, good to see you. Yo, we just need Nevada. Well, we'll see. We'll see what we see when we see. The important thing is we've still got each other. No matter what happens, we've still got each other, and everything is going to be okay. We'll get through this, no matter what this is. I'm hoping that we're going to have a little change in the White House come January. Took your pants off an hour ago, Rich. It's warm there today. Hello, Bob. Good to see you. Yes, I've been going for a swim in the Pacific Ocean the past couple of days. I missed Monday, but I went Sunday, yesterday, and today. The water's cool. The surfers are all wearing wetsuits, but I'm out there in my swimmy pants. Hello, Dana. Good to see you. So yeah, I was out in the cool water, dipping the ocean, reality check, cool off, get your mind right. So I've done that. Keith, hi from Florida. Hi to Florida. Keys welcoming Rich to the Brotherhood of the Traveling No Pants. Flavia, you have another headache, didn't sleep well. Yeah, we went to bed kind of late last night. We were watching the election, then we realized we're not getting anywhere. That guy, oh my God. That John King, James King, whatever his name is, King. Man, he touches that map and he goes, what if this happened? Well, what if that happened? What if this happened? What if that happened? Then you realize about half an hour in, like nothing is actually happening. This is just you touching the map, and I'm watching you like I'm some kind of dog watching a guy with a hot dog. And so we ended up watching the Borat movie. We went over to a friend's house to watch the election, ended up watching the Borat movie. And I have to say, that was time better spent. Hello, Amy in Detroit, Michigan. We hear a lot about Michigan. So yeah, the Borat movie, I had kind of been off Sacha Baron Cohen because of... I felt like sometimes it was a little mean to the people he was fooling, and I heard, I'm not a giant fan of Rudy Giuliani, but I heard it was sort of deceptive. But then when I actually watched the movie, and then you hear what people are saying about it, it's not really true. And I would have to also say, all of these people that Sacha Baron Cohen was pretending to be who he was, and he's hanging out with real conservatives and Trump supporters. And they were all, in spite of his moronitude, his ridiculous and kind of assholery, they were all very polite and nice to him and helpful to him. And I thought he struck a good bond between, he's deceiving these people to achieve his purpose, but also, contrary to maybe what some liberal people would want to take away from this, it was like, look at the dumb Trump supporters. They were all really decent human beings and quite nice to this kind of dumb jerk. And that was my takeaway from the thing. And so it had a kind of a hopeful effect on me. And it was kind of a great thing to watch instead of the election. So there's that. Flavia, it's not too late to watch the Borat movie. It's not too late. Beautiful in Cleveland, and it'll be nice through the next week. Well, congratulations to you, Carol. Cleveland is a lovely city. A lot of these places that people people make fun of Cleveland, people make fun of Detroit. Downtown Detroit is a bit a Wild West, but man, I've had some great times in Cleveland and in Detroit and in St. Louis. Dana, you say you can't con an honest man. Yeah, that's a thing that people like to say. I do get why there's truth in that, but I do think you can con an honest man and you can take an advantage of decent, trusting people. Darren, you're saying it's disturbing that Giuliani would let himself get in such a compromised position. Yeah, I thought Giuliani thought he was going to, who knows what they told him to get him in there to do the report. And then to him, she seemed like a young girl from another country who was a journalist, and he was trying to be nice to her and polite. Anyway, it's supposed to be warm in Buffalo all week. Good for that. Good for you, Rich. At least we're getting some good weather. Cindy, the Heart of Rock and Roll is still beating in Cleveland, I can tell you, at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. and elsewhere. Cleveland's a pretty great place to visit when we get a chance to go. And Lady Jerry's here with some potato chips.
Yeah, fun fact, I love chippies. So these are really delicious. These
Is this prawn cocktail?
No, I don't think I could eat prawn cocktail. What was that? Was in something else? Oh, that was in Haunted
Truth Seekers, which we've been watching on Amazon. Truth Seekers with...
I think we've got some really harsh lighting again.
let me turn the heat down.
Yeah, turn the heat down. Just looking at it. So, so these are the new from Kettle Chips. No. That's, oh God, yeah, come on. Don't be crazy.
How's that look?
These are Parmesan and garlic, and they are completely delicious. And they're just, I'm not nervously eating, guys. I'm just eating because I'm hungry.
Sometimes the window causes a bit of
They're really
lighting
good.
effect. Well, so...
Oh, now you're going for the sort of dark, subtle...
Well, I think that's a nice light. You're just getting a little bit of a hot spot from the light coming in from outside.
Yeah, I've got to just relax back into my
I feel
backlight.
good about how you look right now.
Oh, thanks.
The way you look tonight.
Tonight.
Hello from Monterey. Sometimes the chip eating noise can be a little bit creepy for people. Darren, have a good evening, everyone. Take care. Well, good to see you, Darren. Thanks for stopping in. I think Rudy was tucking his shirt in, actually. I'm exhausted. Election coverage until 2 a.m., then up early for more election coverage all day. Now you can't feel your brain. Jen, stop watching it. Stop watching it.
No, but just dip in when there's some good stuff, because there's good news happening now. You just got to...
Watch the Borat movie instead, is what I was saying.
Yeah.
Charlie says, hello from Monterey. Lovely day here today. Very quiet. Everyone waiting. Mostly feels like the first month of COVID. Yeah, things are kind of relaxed. Flavia says, potato chips cheer people up. I agree with that.
Like chocolate chip cookies, ice cream, nachos, and pizza. Well, you're going for the whole lot.
So, are you ready for
For some Lupine facts? Well, here's the thing. We've just been watching the guy who played Lupin in Harry Potter, David Thewlis.
Nice pull, Jerry.
Nice pull. Oh, I pulled focus to me.
You brought in this reference from... nice pull of a reference.
Yeah, thanks. I couldn't tell if I was pulling focus or, whatever.
No.
But anyway, so David Thewlis is in the third season of Fargo, and his character, oh my God, is he hard to take. I could hardly bear watching him on screen. I mean, the stuff he does with his mouth, and he's got these terrible, ghastly prosthetic teeth that he
because
damages.
his character is bulimic.
Well, don't spoilers.
Spoiler
you would
alert.
tell me off if I did that. Look at you, you just blurted it right out. Naughty, give me the fart thing. Naughty Jerry. Yeah, that's what you just did. You just dropped a farty one. So is the chip? Do you think the chip eating is too noisy for you?
No,
or
you
for
can
our
have
guests?
you can have some, but no,
I'm
for them,
trying
not
to
for them, not for me.
Be in the background when I'm doing chippy mastication.
Don't talk with your mouth full.
Disgusting.
Keys was watching the election and eventually had to put a little mayonnaise on the outside.
Keys, nice one.
Nice one.
What a little mayonnaise.
Scoreboard. Remember that from way back yesterday?
Yeah, we loved it. That was a crowd pleaser. What about, poor Joe last night, he just looked like he needed to be tucked into bed and given a good night kiss.
He
and
needed
have a
his
good
nine-
night's.
his
He needed his
nine
9
eyes.
eyes. He was very...
Amy McEwen was on a Gilmore Girls marathon, which I was telling you that, I was telling them yesterday that I hadn't watched. You and Fanula had watched it.
Fargo is not ruined for you, Jen. There are so many good things in it.
It's not ruined.
Love it.
Oh my God!
And the second season, there's not even any David Thewlis in that. It was my favorite. Second season was my favorite, my personal.
Wolves.
Oh, hello, wolves. Back to the topic at hand.
Wolves live 6 to 8 years, as they're saying is average, but they can live up to 13 years in the wild.
If they treat it right.
Well, if they're lucky.
And if they
the
have
lucky
good luck.
wolves, and some other jerk wolf doesn't kill them.
Or something else.
Or something else.
What are they?
Well, I
predators?
think
Bobcats.
wolves are kind of an apex predator. I don't think anything.
You don't think a
screws with
mountain
wolf.
lion could tear up a wolf?
No.
They
Good
are-
mountain lions hunt alone, and wolves operate in packs. I don't think a mountain lion would try something like that.
Yeah. We like to think that what mountain lions are really Smart. Thanks, Flavia. She doesn't hear any crunching at all. It's just bugging you.
I did say that.
And I'm really going to try not to chew with my mouth full because
that.
that's disgusting.
So wolves weigh between 50 to 180 pounds. So that's a big effing wolf, 180 pounds.
God.
And they can be about 6 feet long, so they're as long as a person.
So how much would a dire wolf? Because I have to say I love those dire wolves.
Dire wolves are extinct now, obviously.
Right, but I'd like to go back in time and be in the Game of Thrones and get given a dire wolf as a pet.
Wolves are kind of skittishy and jumpy. They don't make very good watchdogs, they say. And, my Aunt Charlotte had a part wolf as a pet, and it bit her when she was a kid. They had to put it down. Yeah.
Well, of course Aunt Charlotte would be such a maverick that she'd have a part wolf. Was it part dog? I hope it wasn't part wolf, part cat or something.
No, it was part wolf dog.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's what a cool pet to have. I mean, obviously it was a bummer that it bit her. We had a Siamese cat and it bit people, so our neighbour put it down because he said once they start biting, they always bite, and he took it upon himself while we were living in Singapore and he was looking after Fred, the Siamese cat, that he would put Fred down.
He's got the Decline of Western Civilization collection from the library today. Last time he saw it was probably 21. I didn't know there were 3 Decline of the Western Civilization movies either. I'd be interested in watching that, maybe. Anyway, so
back to wolves.
Wolves can run between 31 and 37 miles per hour, which is cheetahs can go 75 miles per hour, but wolves are marathon. They've got the cardio, so they can track and run down prey for hours. It said they're very social, as we know. They travel in packs.
What do we do if a wolf comes up to attack us? That we're at Yellowstone or somewhere, and a wolf thinks it'd like to.
Gray wolves won't attack. According to one of these facts that I read, they won't attack if you're standing still. They wait for you to run. So.
Right.
Stare
it down.
It's going to be hard to hold still.
Get the going with the wolf and don't
of course,
give up.
In a pack of wolves, there's going to be one wolf that doesn't play by the rules and comes up behind you, and while you're staring down the other 9. Pack, by the way, can be from 3 to 20 wolves.
Jen says she'd like to run into a bunny. Should I go get a bunny?
Would you like to get the bunny? Well,
yeah, let's talk about the wolves more if there's a moment, or I can do it another day.
Well, wolves are very social.
Like you and me.
Yeah, they
very
travel in
social.
Packs. I got some conflicting information about how they mate, but the alpha pair mates for life. I think pairs of wolves mate for life, but one site said that only the alpha pair has pups, and then the rest of the pack helps raise the alpha pair's pups. In Canada and Alaska, their territory can be from 300 to 1,000 square miles. And in Minnesota, it's a little bit smaller, from 25 to 150 square miles. So that's a big territory. They travel as much as 12 miles a day. And their feet are 4 inches wide and 5 inches long. So their paws are big.
I like that in a wolf.
They also have webbed toes.
So they're good swimmers?
Yes, they can. They've been known to swim up to 8 miles.
God.
Yeah, wolves are good swimmers.
You are really giving us some Wolverine facts right now. Well, not Wolverine, wolf facts.
Thank you, Uma, for the compliment on my shirt. Yes. Black Lives Matter. I'm down. I believe I'm down with it. Wolves can eat as much as 18 pounds, and that's all meat, in one go. 18 pounds of meat. Can you imagine?
Oh, sorry.
I mean, you're talking about a heavy wolf, 180 pounds. That's what
a tenth of its body weight.
I weigh about 185. Can you imagine? I sit down, eat 18 pounds of meat. Holy!
That's a tenth of its body weight.
Yeah,
it's
and
180
then
pounds.
run
That's
35
disgusting.
miles for an hour.
Okay, all right, wolves. You really You're some. That's some. I don't know if that's a high evolutionary developmental thing they can do. I mean, obviously they know what they're doing. I mean,
they have a 63-day gestation period.
That's quick.
So 3 months.
Very hierarchical their breeding though. If only the alpha pair are allowed to have bubbas.
Yeah, well, they were saying a lot of this pack behavior is wolves behave differently in captivity than they do in the wild, and so they were talking about the differences between those two things. And of course, I'm not a wolf expert. I just looked up a couple of sites on the internet, wrote the most interesting shit down about a half hour ago. So most of this knowledge I've only had for a half hour.
You just gleaned it. You know, I like that you wrote the most interesting shit down. It's really good that you didn't write down the sort of, the humdrum of the wolf.
Next time I'll write some things down that I didn't write down, and then you can compare.
Oh, the quality of
you'll really get the kind of hard work that I'm doing.
Well, do you know the whole thing about Yellowstone and when they banned the wolves?
Well, I was going to bring this up.
Okay,
I was going to bring this up. So why don't you go get the bunny? And wolves are a keystone species, and that's your segue into what's happened in Yellowstone.
Okay,
right? You go get the bunny. You can explain what a keystone species is.
Yes. Okay. Oh, I'd love to, Jerry.
We're going to bring in a prey animal. I'm going to check. I'm checking the fun meter.
Yeah.
Holy shizzy! We're in the maximum fun zone. Lady Jerry's going to get the bunny. I found in my travels around here in the office, there's the things you can see and then the things you can't see and the things that you can't see because there's so many things to see at the same time. And one of the things I found was this little spongy model of the human brain, which squishy. It's a little hand exerciser. I think I got it at one of these corporate events that you do. It's a lot of talk about honey badgers. We can do honey badgers, Dave, but I don't think we'll do that tomorrow. We'll see. Oh, the bunny's back.
Now, just because
cool
you
your
might
brains
be challenging your inner wolf, don't take a bite out of the bunny.
Oh, I won't take a bite out of the bunny.
Because that would be really
So the bunny's here.
Here's our beautiful
There's the bunny.
Look at her. There's a little cottontail at the end. Let's see, can you see it? Yeah, there it is, her beautiful little tail. This little black mark, do you see it looks a bit like a heart on her back? And then she's got very beautiful, she's done her maquillage. It's quite lovely, the black eyeliner. She's got lovely black ears. There's a special name for this breed, but we've never even found out what it is. And we've had it for 8 years. But this is the sweet, sweet Chipsy. It's our pet.
Yeah, sweet, sweet bunny.
I told you the story about the time we lost her, right?
Yes, you did. But right now you're going to explain what a keystone species is.
Okay, so a keystone species is a really important animal in a pyramid of you call them trophic levels, and it's all the different foods. So an apex predator is the one that's at the very top. So at the bottom you've got your primary producer, which would be, say, grass or plankton, and then you've got the zooplankton, which are the little animals, this is in the ocean, who eat the primary producer, the plankton, zooplankton, and then you go up to bigger and bigger species as you go up the food web. But what happens is as you get up, you get less species because obviously they're bigger and they're eating the ones underneath them. So it's shaped like a pyramid. And when you have a keystone species, there are species that within the ecosystem that they live in, you pull them out and it causes what's known as a trophic cascade. You wreck the whole pyramid or food web because that animal has a vital role that it plays. And what the wolf does is, so we'll use Yellowstone as an example. So the farmers who have all the the federal land for free to graze their animals around Yellowstone didn't want wolves because they were killing their livestock. So they got rid of wolves in Yellowstone. But once you take out a keystone species, the wolves kept the deer population in check. And once they didn't have a predator, the deer population went nuts. And then by the rivers, which are beautiful and people like to fish in them and catch, I think it's salmon they catch there, the deer ate all the leaves off the sapling trees. So then there was no shade for the salmon when they laid their larvae, which was supposed to turn into little fishies, but because the larvae was in bright sunlit water and didn't have the shade of the trees and the saplings all around the waterway, the fish populations plummeted and there were no fish for the anglers. And then when they reintroduced the wolf, everything got back into balance because you need a keystone species to keep an ecosystem in balance.
Yes, they run the elk and the deer then by eating the trees. It's not just the shade on the river that they change. Then they diminish the beaver population because the beaver need those trees to build their dams, yes, which then causes that kind of cascade there.
Yes,
so coyotes come back, beavers come back after, coyotes go down a little bit. Beavers come up after the wolves and voles and other small little animals. Yeah, so it's a really interesting, this idea of keystone species. So the wolf is the most widely hunted animal in American history. At least that's what this website said. I beg to differ in terms of the bison buffalo, because we killed a shit ton of those.
Oh, we killed millions of them. So David, I would concur that you're one level down. Well, actually, we're really an apex predator. We are, but you know, there are some people who eat us. But
Grey Wolf Initiative in Colorado, Don says, is not. They don't know if it's passed yet. Too close to call to reintroduce wolves there.
I just think it's, you know, we have these amazing animals, and then we think it's going to be better if we take them out, and it's really not. You know, they are part of. I mean, the bobcats we need because they also keep the deer populations in control in California. So we really need all these animals. There's a crazy thing that happened on the East Coast. Is it cod? You know, when they arrived in the boats, we weren't the first people, but they said there were so many cod in the water, you could have gotten out of the boat, you know, this is in the, you know, the 1600s, and walked on water because it was just silver with all these fish. And we overfished them, and the cod eat the, what is it, the thing that they
Well, the
eat?
spider, they swallow the spider to catch the fly.
Yeah, they had a big trophic cascade, but I'm not telling you it very well because now I'm forgetting what they eat. Did they eat a kind of a? I know here it was the otters who ate the sea urchin, and if you don't keep the sea urchin in check, then the kelp gets completely decimated by the sea urchin. So the sea urchin, or kenna, and we've talked about this before on the show. Okay, anyway, enough about trophic cascades. Back to wolves and you.
Keys is introducing some Italian cypress trees to his backyard. He's having a tree cascade. Dave Boozer says, like when he introduced cats to his house and that put an end to all of his nice things.
Population.
His nice things population, yeah. Cats will knock some stuff over.
You've got it. You've got it. That is a trophic cascade. They wreck your curtains, your couch. Yes.
Dana is talking about Congress called for the extinction of the bison to dishearten the Plains Native Americans. Yeah. Sad. That's some asshole. Hashtag sad. That's some asshole presidency.
Hashtag asshole president.
Common wolf saliva can heal wounds.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, that's good to know. I'm just going to lift Gypsy up because I bet there are
good
people
luck,
who really want to see her.
Good luck getting some common wolf saliva.
Quite sweet. Yeah. How do you milk a wolf of its saliva without getting?
You have to show the wolf something delicious,
and then put a little catchment thing like under its face.
Sop up the drippings. Yeah.
Well, I vote you do that job.
Ireland was called Wolfland in the 1600s because there were so many wolves in Ireland. The Aztecs used wolf liver to treat severe sadness. So if you were really sad and depressed,
it was the Prozac
they didn't have Prozac.
Lexapro of those days.
Oh, you need a bit of wolf liver.
And how did you take it?
I know. If you're sad, good luck killing a wolf.
Right. But did you sort of, have to rub its liver on your, your temples? Or did you have to eat some of it? Did you have to, put it in another orifice? I mean, what did you do with the wolf's liver?
Oh, I'd imagine you eat it. Yeah, I don't think you just take it as a suppository.
Well, that's how the French like to take their medicine, right up the bum.
Dana says that wolf teeth cause wounds.
Yes.
Werewolf trials in Europe. There were werewolf trials in Europe during the 1600s. Like we had witch trials in America. They'd have werewolf trials because they're suspecting someone of being a werewolf.
Showing them off. Can you see
what
her little tail? It's just so cute.
Oh, you're bending it down?
Yeah, little cottontail so that you guys can see it. She does. Gypsy loves me.
Someone said they thought that was an 18-pound rabbit, but I think she's about 9 pounds.
Yeah, no, she's actually probably fatter than she's supposed to be because, and I'm only feeding her the amount of food that they say to feed them, but you're not too hefty. You're quite sweet.
Flavia's talking about getting a tiny house for all her cats to live in. Wow.
How many cats do you have, Flavia? Soylent Green is people. Yes.
Yeah. Rachel's seeing a market for the wolf liver suppository. Yeah, I doubt it. I think
where, Rachel?
All we need is the Chinese to get on that bandwagon. I feel like wolf saliva, that's a better supplement.
Well, no, I mean, the Chinese are already decimating tigers. They want their penises because they think that they're, aphrodisiacs, or they give them boners or whatever. And then the nonsense with the rhino horn. I mean, that's just ghastly. And now they say there are young kids. It's not in Japan. It's somewhere else.
That was
rich young kids in that part of the world, and there's a sort of a macho thing with drinking these $2,000 cocktails that have rhino horn powder in them, and they know the animal's going extinct, but that's part of what they think is cool. If you Google red sports car covered in ivory, thank God it's not elephant ivory, but it's in, I'm not going to say what country, but it's a car and it's absolutely covered in carved ivory, but it's not.
Douche move.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, douche move.
Don't cover your
horrible.
car in ivory. Keys.
Yeah.
Don't forget the gypsy tears. Oh my God, Keys. That was so funny. The Borat movie. The gypsy tears.
Oh.
The ancient Greeks thought eating wolf-killed meat could turn you into a vampire.
Oh, sexy. What a way to become a vampire.
Yeah, well, I mean,
you
you find some dead animal on the side of the road. Looks
you hope
delicious.
a wolf
you
has
eat
killed it.
Next thing you know,
You're
a vampire.
Well,
That's
they
terrible.
sort of make being a vampire cool, but I don't think it's cool. Was that Fanula as a baby?
Yeah.
Isn't
These are pictures that my
Gosh,
dad
that's-
printed out of
Oh, those
her when
are
she was
super,
little, teeny,
just
tiny.
firstborn. I don't think
Yeah.
they can even. You can't even
I
really
don't know if
see
you can
those.
see them, but I'll hold them up. Just
They're
'cause
little,
people
they're
people
very
get curious
oldie
about
fuzzy.
babies.
Okay, I think I'm going to take the bunny back to. Betsy, thank God you're here.
Oh,
Pick,
Jen
welcome.
says Soylent Green crackers on eBay are a hot ticket. I should sell them. Yeah, well, we haven't come
No.
down to that. It hasn't
Yeah.
come to that yet, Jen. I haven't got to sell my Soylent Green crackers. But boy, it's good to know when I get on the bones of my ass that I can sell some Soylent Green crackers
Yeah.
and get myself financially solvent
Well,
again.
it's good to look around and work out what else it could be in here. What kind? Is this one of those special rings that all
Yeah, it's a
fits
puzzle
together?
ring.
Yeah.
I
want
found
to
an
get-
old one. I found an old one of
Yes.
mine from when I was a kid. These little puzzle rings, right? Of 4 bands, and so I went on. It turns out that you can buy them on Amazon, and I took this apart. Had a couple of goes at trying to put it together, but it's very delicate. My big fat man fingers,
Oh.
you know.
Maybe Gypsy and I could deal with it.
Maybe you
Gypsy,
could.
have you had enough of being on the show? Do you want to wave goodbye to the people? She does a nice little wave goodbye. And what else could I show you on her that's cute? She's some quite. How are your fingernails right now? Oh yeah, she's really got some long claws.
Well, it's a.
Some talons. I don't know
Oh,
if you
you're
can
gonna run
see
the
those.
bunny back to the bunny.
Well, I think
house?
so,
Well,
because-
quick and
yeah.
then come back.
Yes, darling. I'll be
All right.
right back.
Yes, Pick. The bunny is here. Welcome aboard. You're just in time, kind of for the post end of the show. But I could just show you right here. It's been a corker. The fun meter is maxed up, and this is a very big day. I'm going to wait till Lady Jerry gets back for us to talk about it. But it's not just the day after the election. It's not just potato chip party at the Jerry's house. No, there's something else today that I'm anxious to tell you about as soon as Lady Jerry gets back here. And then, of course, we got our show tomorrow. We don't know what that's going to be about, but we'll figure it out. Maybe do some questions from the question box, something like that. So I can tell you, as we march through our time here on COVID, that the days are ticking off, as you well know. Don's got the Soylent Green crackers there for everybody. Yeah, the bunny is pretty mellow.
She's sweet, Gypsy.
So it's a
She's
big
so
day.
sweet.
It's not just election day, and it's not just the day after election day. And It's not just a great potato chip party, and it's not just a great day to learn about wolves.
What else?
It's the day that we say goodbye to Seize the Day 2. We've completed Seize the Day 2, and we're on to Seize the Day 3. Thank you, Rachel. Here we go. Let's get stuck in.
Wow.
And I'm going random on Seize the Day 3.
Well, you were having a little bit of a look.
Well, I'm just thumbing through. Oh, that's a long one. Oh, well, this is a good one. How about this? Today's Seize the Day is from Chadwick Boseman. What do you think about that?
Oh, well, that's
Yes.
a bit sad. We don't
Rest
have
in
Chadwick
peace.
anymore.
Well, I'm wearing the Black Lives Matter t-shirt. Chadwick Boseman, star of the Black Panther film, and sadly gone to, I think it was colon cancer, right?
yeah.
So everybody get your colonoscopy, and let's all take care of ourselves and each other. Chadwick Boseman, I feel that I'm living my purpose. But the thing about purpose is that it unfolds to you more and more every day. You could be living in what was revealed to you at a particular time, and then you might get stagnated because there's more that you're supposed to do. It doesn't just stop as you do one thing. I think it's about being open to what you're supposed to do at this moment and not getting stuck in the past. Purpose is not related to career. It's related to what God put inside you that you're supposed to give to the world. And whether you believe in God or not, it's what's inside you that you're supposed to give to the world. So let's focus on giving something to the world. Let's focus on being nice to each other. I know that some of us are not getting what we want right now, and that's about 50-50. So there's a coin toss chance that you're getting what you want or you're not getting what you want. So let's be nice to the people who are not getting what they want right now. And don't give up. There'll be plenty of time.
I'm remaining optimistic, quietly optimistic, everybody. I am not. I am just going to remain that way, and we're going to prevail. That's how I feel. So
yeah, plenty of time. Plenty of time to give up later.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Whenever
we'll
that
see you all
is. Whenever
tomorrow.
later is. I mean, when is later?
I don't know.
It's a philosophical question.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's eternally progressing into the future. Jen says she only feeds her lovebirds chicken. We had a parrot that loved chicken. It's a bit disturbing. But then again, I love chicken.
Yeah.
All right. Lay off the human flesh, and we'll see you all tomorrow.
Yeah, cannibalism is not cool. Not cool.
Cannibalism is not cool.
Yeah.
There's your T-shirt.